Street Fame Magazine podcast brought to you by AA Ron and Wish.com. Also, alongside with
Rapunzel the Poet.
y'all already know. First thing we're going to talk about is coronavirus because it's becoming real serious down here in Florida where we live at. So I think we should address that.
Yes.
Over the weekend, we had the highest case recorded for a single day, the single most day amount of cases recorded.
Yeah.
So that was 11,500 or some odd number, but it was actually more than New York highest day.
Mm.
So we actually topped what New York highest day was at the peak of the pandemic.
That's scary.
I know. So after that, the numbers went down a little bit, but not that much because, from Friday, we had 10,000. Saturday, we had 11,000 and a half. And then on Sunday, we had another 10,000. So in 3 days, we had over 30,000 cases. And then come Monday, and Tuesday, numbers went down a little bit. So 6,000, 7,000. Just to keep y'all, tuned in what's going on with Florida. That put us at about 213,000 people.
Mm.
2 people I actually know currently are quarantining because they got the virus.
Young people or old people?
Young people.
Do they have symptoms? Are they asymptomatic?
Well, one of them does have symptoms. The sense of smell is gone. Mm-hmm. The fevers, all that stuff going on. Sleeping all day because it makes you tired.
Did they lose a lot of weight?
Well, she just got it, so I don't know. It just started. And they talked about how some people have it for a short period of time and some people have it for a long period of time. Mm-hmm. So it's really hard to say until you get to the end of it. But also the mayor of Atlanta, Keisha, she has it.
She tweeted that, right?
Yeah, she actually had an interview on CNN. Her husband has it. Mm-hmm. One of her kids has it.
Damn.
So it's going around in their house, and she got like 2 other kids that haven't been tested. I think one other kid. I think she got 4 kids total. I know one actually has it. One, the test didn't come back yet, and the other 2 haven't been tested yet. But she says she kind of asymptomatic for the most part.
Yeah.
But her husband, not so much. He been sleeping a lot. She said, and I noticed that's been another symptom too. People not being able to get up out of bed because they just exhausted. So it just got different effects on different people. Some people might get it, might not even know they got it. Some people might get it, and it might really affect them. So it's really hard to say. So you got to be safe. Wear your mask.
Definitely.
Sanitize. Do all that.
Social distance.
Don't
go to no parties. Don't go to no.
Speaking of parties, there's a lot of parties and events going on still.
you have to be the responsible party for yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you look at some of
your own advocate.
True, but it's some concerts still. The concerts are still resuming.
Right, that's because they want money. But are you gonna go?
Not me.
Right.
But I find it funny that you're gonna have. I find it funny that promoters even taking that chance because if I was a promoter, I would feel like I would have a less attendance than what I should have. Because you have to pay these artists. They have to get paid. And
wouldn't you still want to get the money, though, at the end of the day?
If I'm the artist, I don't know about being a promoter. I would be a little bit sketchy about it because I know everybody who might have came, if it was regular, they probably not going to come.
But you would, in order, if that was your main source of income, wouldn't you use it?
Nah, it's risky business because I've been in that business and, we talking about lots of money to some of these artists. Some of these artists charge $100,000 now. Some of them, on average, you're going to spend about 30, 40. So, I would want everybody that's going to show up to show up. So to do something during the pandemic, I probably would just wait until it's over with and try to figure out another source of income.
I think the basis behind most of the reopenings is economy generated. If we are not, going to those different places and spending money, then those businesses might close down. So at the end of the day, at this point, because a lot of small businesses aren't getting the PPP loans, I think that's what's driving the need to open, like barbershops.
I think it's just I think it's just being American because we're trained to go to work. We trained that if we don't feel so well, I'm gonna tell you a case what happened. A lady I know, another lady I know, I forgot to bring this up. You know, because we're so trained, like a lot of us who work for work for people or work for the man or whatever, or for ourselves, we're trained even if we don't feel that good to go to work, because when you have a job, they only give you so much sick time. So a lot of us, if we feel like I'm kind of okay, I'm gonna go ahead and go. So I know a lady, one of the ladies who I know that I spoke of, she actually was going to work and not feeling well. So it's a good possibility that people
she transferred the virus, and that's because you're in need of income. If she had a cushion of income, like say $1,000 or $2,000, she probably
I
wouldn't
don't
have went
know.
to work.
I don't know. I think we all trained just to go. I think it's American way. Like, how many times have you had an actual job and you didn't feel so well, but you got up and went anyways?
Only when I needed the money did I go to work. I'm not going to go to work.
But what if you had one of those jobs where you can only call in so many times, you can only have so much
That's
sick
because
time?
you need the job, you need the money.
Okay.
It's not because you want to take calls. It's not because you want to be at the gas station talking to customers.
But
or
don't
be
you
at the
think it
grocery
should?
store.
Don't you
It's
think
only
that companies should give more cushion with a pandemic going on though?
Yeah.
To where you shouldn't have to get up and come to work.
Yeah, but they don't.
Welcome to America. All right. Well, aside from that, it's been a lot of racist stuff going on. I mean, it's been going on, but now it's becoming, people are able to capture it, and people are starting to really get out of hand with some of the stuff that's going on. And of course, y'all know who I'm gonna blame. I blame Trump. I blame him because what he's doing, he's not addressing the issue. He see all of these things going on. He's giving a lot of speeches. He's still doing rallies, but he's not bringing up George Floyd. He's not bringing up police brutality. He's not bringing up the black people that's being lynched.
And he's doing that on purpose.
Yeah, he's definitely doing it on purpose because
by not bringing it up, it's almost like if the AIDS epidemic was happening right now, like if this was the 80s, by not bringing up that situation and ignoring it is the best way you can combat anything, is by ignoring it.
Well, he's trying to appeal to a certain audience, I feel like, too, because he did the Tulsa, Oklahoma rally, and he tried to do it on Juneteenth. If anyone knows the history of Tulsa, Oklahoma, they would know that's where Black Wall Street, was at. You could look that up. Aside from that, his next move, another one of his moves that he made, he went to Sioux, I think it's Sioux, Idaho, where the Indian reservations are. Sioux Falls, South Dakota, yeah.
Okay.
He went there and he had a rally, even though those people, that's their land that I guess America has given them. And he know that they didn't want it though, and he went there anyways. But when he's going to these places, he's not addressing any of the systemic racism that's going on. And I feel like he's trying to appeal to a certain base. He knows that he has a certain audience that he's trying to wake up to come out and vote. He's trying to expand his electoral, college. He's trying to expand his voter, registration by going into that, by feeding into that. So that's what I feel like is happening, and I feel like a lot of this stuff that's happening to people is a direct result to poor leadership.
Yeah. The leadership is not for us, it's for his base.
Gotcha.
He's not leading us. He's never been in our corner. He's never been on our side. He's not going to lead us. He sends like dog whistles to different people and his base. The thing about what did he say today about NASCAR? Like, I don't support taking down the Confederate flag and all of this and all of that.
Exactly.
Those are dog whistles. And then to apologize later, it doesn't matter if you apologize later.
No.
We heard you the first time.
Well, it's just like when he posted that video of the villages with people screaming white power.
Right.
I mean, he knows, 3 hours later I took it down, but he knew what he was doing. You know what I mean?
It's all about the original intent. Now, when you take it down, that's not the news. The news was when you put it up.
Gotcha.
So that's why we are, we understand where you're coming from. Don't be deceived, because the first thing that was the original thing that Donald Trump did, how many years ago, was to deny the Central Park Five of justice. He wanted them to be executed.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Well,
So he's not on our side based on that.
don't be fooled
based
by the
on
stimulus.
everything else.
Don't be fooled by the stimulus,
The
man.
stimulus is not. It's not even a lot of money.
Well, really, even
so.
with the stimulus, he don't really have a choice. He has to do it. You know, it's required, because if you don't do a stimulus, then the economy will fail completely. Because could you imagine?
Right, it's all about the money.
It's all about the money.
At the end of the day.
A lot of these young rappers though now, you know, who usually rap about money, guns, drugs, whatever, you know, they starting to bring up some issues now in their music. I noticed that a few of them been coming out, shooting their videos, making these songs, and they're addressing this directly. If you watch the BET Awards, it was majority of the BET Awards performances were about the social injustices going on.
That's good.
So it was definitely a different vibe to it. If anybody watched it, if y'all didn't watch it, you know, I looked at it on YouTube. I didn't really watch all of it. I kind of
definitely better than the rappers of the 2000s. Like, if I could name one, that would be 50 Cent, who totally violated this week.
I don't really know what he said. I heard a part of it,
he said that black women are not exotic. That instead of being exotic, we are angry black women.
I mean, I understand why he said it. I don't agree with it to that extent. He probably feel like, you know, the black women. He probably got, you know, a lot of people got baby mamas, you know, drama that he probably had prior to him being, you know, where he's at now in life. So he feel like, you know, because I know, you know, he had issues with his own son. So what else could you expect?
The only issues I think that 50 Cent has is issues with his own inner self. He's always the one clapping back at females. He posted that video that, I guess it was a picture of Naturi that's on his show. But then he posted a picture of her looking like a monkey and doing this and doing that. If you're as black as this laptop and you are talking shit about black women, then it sounds like a self-hate issue.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't hear it, but like I said, I feel like some people with the whole angry black women thing. I mean, that's America that bred that into our minds,
right.
And I feel like you know, it's just like a black business. Like, people have one bad experience, they like, oh, that's why I don't deal with black people now. Right? It's like one experience will lead to some people to say that. Or that's why I go to the white. Oh, I'm going to the white man. I hear people say that.